Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and if you are new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you my skin repairing besties, and these are the products that I rely on to bring my skin back to that balanced level. So let's say my skin barrier is compromised and I have that itchy burning sensation to it, or let's say my skin is really red and inflamed and it's just not happy. These are the products that always help to calm down that sensitivity and irritation. So I do have a good mix in this video. So I have some serums, I also have some moisturizers. I do use some of these products together in the same routine, but I definitely don't use all 7 of these in the same skincare routine because it's just not necessary, but I like to have options. So these are the ones that really perform well on my skin. So let's get right into it. Of course, all of the products that I'm sharing in this video will all be linked below for you for your reference. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up as it really helps my channel with the algorithm. And please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, as I do upload videos every single week. So let's talk about those skin repairing besties. Now, it's important to have a product in your collection that you can always rely on whenever your skin needs it. Now, a lot of us may not experience irritation or sensitivities or redness, but let's say you start using a new product. We never know how our skin is going to react to that. So, of course, patch testing is always recommended before you apply a product all over your face and your neck, or even your body for that matter, but sometimes we forget to do that. So having a product on hand when you need it is so important, and these are the ones that really help to strengthen and repair that skin barrier. But also, these 7 products are great for dry skin, great if your skin is flaky, and these really help to improve hydration and to moisturize the skin. So the first product I'm going to be talking about is by Glow Recipe, and this is the Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. This is one of my favorites because this is also very hydrating, and I really love how my skin looks and feels every time I use this. So when my skin is quite dry and flaky, I really like to use this in replacement of, let's say, a hyaluronic acid, because this serum kind of reminds me of that. But when I use this and I put this on damp skin and I put a moisturizer on top of this right after, it almost acts as a hyaluronic acid, where you get that plumpness and your skin stays hydrated for the entire day, or let's say for the entire night. I really like the way that this performs on my skin in terms of the hydration and moisture, but also this is extremely repairing as well. So there are 5 different types of ceramides. These help to strengthen and repair the skin barrier. It also helps to prevent transepidermal water loss, so it helps to keep that moisture in the skin. This also has rice milk, which helps to hydrate and soothe the skin. There's also allantonin, which helps to moisturize and soothe the skin, and there's a lot of humectant properties in this formula. So have a look at that ingredient list, because honestly it's really impressive. There is cucumber extract, there is niacinamide. I do believe there's a peptide, a tripeptide in the formula as well, and you can use this every day, twice a day. Honestly, you can use all of the products that I'm sharing in today's video every day, twice a day, and even if your skin isn't sensitive or irritated, you can still use these every day as preventative, and I tend to do that a lot, and I will show you the one product in this video that I use every single night. So you can use it whenever you feel like you want to use it, or of course you can just be really religious with it and just use it all the time. It's completely up to you. But I really like this one. There is a slight scent to it, so of course with Glow Recipe products, a lot of their products, if not all of them, have fragrance. So if you are sensitive to fragrance, you might want to think twice about this one, but I will tell you it's very, very mild. You do smell it initially once you apply it to your skin, but then after 5 minutes, I don't smell it anymore. So that might just be because I'm used to it, I don't know, and I'm also not sensitive to fragrance, but for those that are, maybe it would be something that would bother you long term. So this is a lovely option and I really love it. Next up is the Ceramide Barrier Serum by Cocokind. This is truly one of my favorite skincare brands from the drugstore, and this is also one of my favorite products from the drugstore as well. This brand reminds me of high-end skincare. It feels very luxurious from the products that I have tried so far. I love the formulas, I love the ingredients, the textures, everything is just so beautiful, and Cocokind is underrated. So if you haven't tried this brand before, honestly, I recommend for you to check out their products. I've only tried a few so far, but I do want to try more. from this brand, and this product is amazing. So this has 5 different types of ceramides, but this also contains lipids, which is your fatty acids, cholesterol, squalene. This is going to help maintain your skin's natural moisture barrier, but this also has beta-glucan, which is a humectant, so of course this is going to hydrate and plump up the skin, and there's also glycerin in here as well. This is unscented, so if you can't use the Glow recipe, I highly recommend trying this one. This one does remind me a little bit of the Glow recipe in terms of the hydration that it gives, the moisturization, and of course the way that it repairs the skin barrier, but this has that milky consistency to it, which I really like because it just feels very comforting on the skin. This also spreads really nice, so I would say 2 to 3 drops is enough, and that will take you to your neck as well if you want to put this down your neck, and this is just amazing. So I highly recommend. This is one of my favorites for sure, and I can't imagine not having this in my collection. And the last serum is by Mead, and this is the Modulating Glucosides, which I've talked a lot about in the past. This is truly one of my favorite products from Mead, and this is honestly one of the only products that gives me instant relief when I need it. So this is what I use when my skin is really red and inflamed, and when my skin has that itch to it and I have that tingling, burning sensation. I'm sure you can all agree what that feeling is like when you have a compromised skin barrier. It's not fun. So when my skin feels that way, which isn't often, but when it does, this is the serum that I use because this is the only one that gives me instant relief. So within a minute or 2, I don't have that itch to my skin anymore. My skin honestly tones down with that redness, and I don't have that burning sensation either. This is also very hydrating, and your skin just feels so comfortable when you have this on. And I'm going to say this again. I know I've mentioned this in past videos. This is not my words. This is from a viewer of mine that commented this several months ago, and I never forgot it. This person said that using modulating glucosides is like drinking a smoothie after a spicy meal. And honestly, that is the best way to describe this. When your skin is like super itchy and burning, this is like putting that smoothie, that yogurt smoothie all over your face, because this has that nice milky consistency. I'm actually almost done this bottle, but this is thicker. Oh my goodness, hold on a second. I'm almost done. I probably have like a couple more uses out of this. This has that thicker texture to it compared to the other two. So it has that nice richness to the serum. It spreads really nice as well. And I do put this on damp skin for better absorption. And I just love the way that my skin feels every time I use this. This is truly underrated. And even though this is a little bit pricey, the ingredients are really advanced. A lot of the ingredients you find in here, you will not find with The Ordinary, with the drugstore, or even some products from Sephora. Have a look at that ingredient list and really read up on the ingredients, those key ingredients, because this truly is one of a kind. So now let's move on to the thicker textured products. This is by Roche Posay, and this is the Cicaplast Balm B5. I'm sure we have all tried this at least once. This is a cult favorite. This is still really popular, and I don't know about you, but every time I go to my local Shoppers Drug Mart, there's about 3 that I will go back and forth with. This is always sold out in the 100 ml size and the smaller size. And when you go online, a lot of the times it's sold out online as well. So it's very popular, and anytime this is in stock, I tend to purchase 2 or 3 at a time, because every time I go to my store, like I said, it's always out of stock, and it's so frustrating. But it just shows you that a lot of people love this, and it really is fabulous. So I mainly use this at nighttime because it is that thicker, richer cream, and it really helps to hydrate the skin. If you have flakiness, this really helps to moisturize, but also keeping that skin barrier nice and strong. So I use this on top of tretinoin. I use this with copper peptides, lactic acid. I will use this with everything and anything, and it never disappoints. I've used this a handful of times in my morning routine, and this did sit nicely underneath my sunscreen and makeup. But again, I much prefer to keep this in my nighttime routine. And I forgot to tell you what is in here. So I should mention that this contains 5% panthenol, metacascoside, there's glycerin, and there's also shea butter. The next one is by e.l.f. Skin, and this is from their Pure Skin line. So this is the moisturizer that has oat milk, ceramides, and niacinamide. Now there is a toner and a cleanser that goes with this, which I have tried before, and they work quite lovely, but my favorite was the moisturizer. So niacinamide is an antioxidant, and it's great for so many skin concerns, but it's also a humectant, so this helps to prevent transepidermal water loss. And then of course, oats really helps to calm and soothe the skin. And we know that ceramides, they strengthen and repair the skin barrier. So this is a fabulous option for every day, twice a day, but this would be lovely for your morning skincare routine because this is very lightweight, it's not greasy, and it's also fragrance free. So let's say you can't use the Roche Posay in your morning, or you have some other type of thick moisturizer at home and you don't like using it in your morning routine because it's just way too heavy. This would be a great option to look into, and I really do like it. It sits nicely underneath my makeup and sunscreen, and it does the job really well. Now this is a bestie that has been with me for several years, and this is by Pharmacy, and this is the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. If you've been with me for a while, you guys know that I used to talk about this a lot in the past, and I still use it from time to time, and it's still in my collection. So when my skin really needs some TLC, and let's say the La Roche-Posay isn't cutting it, I will use this because I sometimes feel like this outperforms the La Roche-Posay. This is thicker, this is richer, and this contains more humectants. So we have royal jelly, propolis, buckwheat honey, there is shea butter in here, of course we have the ceramides, and the list goes on. So because this is so rich and thick, I strictly keep this for my nighttime routine because I don't like the way that my makeup and sunscreen sit on top of this. It just feels way too heavy on the skin. So if you're looking for that extremely rich cream that performs really well, you need to try this one. And the last product is by Summer Fridays, and this is the Jet Lag Mask. So there's niacinamide, there's hyaluronic acid, there's glycerin, panthenol, shea butter, there's ceramides in here, and the list goes on. So I generally use this when my skin isn't too bad. Let's say my skin feels a little bit tight and I'm starting to get a little bit flaky around my mouth, I will use this, and it does a really good job. But sometimes if my skin needs a little bit more help with something to help repair the skin even more, I will actually pair this up with the La Roche-Posay. So I put this on first, I will then wait a few minutes, then put this on after, and this pairing is actually quite lovely. So a little tip, if you have these two products at home, give it a try and see how it performs. I really like the two together, but I mainly keep this on its own, and I use this in replacement of a moisturizer, and it's fabulous. So there are different size options to go with. This is the 28 gram size, so the travel size, and this will last a fairly long time, especially if you're just using it occasionally, and a little bit does go a long way. So those are all of my favorites when it comes to repairing my skin barrier. These products never disappoint, and I truly can't recommend them enough. So of course, I will leave all of these products below for you for your reference. Let me know if you're using any one of these products, and if you're not and you're using something else, let me know what you're using and what you're loving, because of course I love a good recommendation and I love testing new products. So let's get a conversation going in that comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I always do appreciate it, and of course I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye guys.